Hello, my name's Andy Patrick and I'm the Sales Manager here at Ometis. For the last 15 years or so, I've been developing, consulting on and selling BI solutions across many different market sectors. And today I'm going to share with you some of the most recent changes and trends that I see happening in the marketplace, but also going to be telling you what it's going to take to become a data-driven organisation and hopefully getting you to raise your expectations on what you should be expecting from your BI system. We're a dedicated partner with Qlik, and that's because we have some shared beliefs. And one of those is about how a business intelligence system should be deployed in an organisation. Simply put, the more that people use analytics, the more value people get from analytics. And business intelligence is only really optimised when you harness the collective human intelligence across an organisation. And this is really important because this helps accelerate into organisations their goal towards becoming a more agile and more data-driven organisation. It helps them uncover and take advantage of new possibilities. There are three fundamental forces happening in the marketplace at the moment. And these are an explosion of data. And this explosion of data is in the volume, velocity and variety of data that is available at our fingertips for us to analyse. Some of the sources where we get data from weren't even around when the first BI solutions were implemented into organisations. Add to that the increase in computing power that helps us analyse and store information, and this opportunity in the marketplace becomes more exciting. But it's only when you add this final element, this information activist that sits inside and outside of our organisation, that these forces combined have a real impact. We've come to a real tipping point right now, and that is a shift in centricity, a shift in focus from a centralised deployment to a decentralised deployment of these BI systems. This shift is happening around 4 different dimensions. So I'm going to take a look at each of these in turn. The first dimension is around data. Of course, you'll still have your source systems for data, but more and more data is being created outside of the organisation now and from more diverse sources. And of course, more of this data is born and being stored in the cloud. Second up is the change in focus on analytics. In many companies that I go out and visit today, they're looking to move away from this older model of centralised BI that has a heavy focus on reporting with just a little bit of analytics, and they're looking to move to a more decentralised model with a heavy focus on analytics being supported by just a minimal amount of reports. Now, a common misconception is that this is a move from one position to another. And in reality, it's just an addition of business needs that grows over time. This does mean, though, that there is an added importance on the governance that we put inside of our reporting. Our third shift in focus is a result of the first two. And this is what we're seeing happening in the buying of analytics in an organisation. And again, the shift is away from centralised IT procurement to the edges of the business. There's a new set of kingmakers within organisations now around the BI function, and they are information workers, data scientists and business analysts that have the decisions to purchase and buy the analytics that we're using in our organisations. The final dimension is a consequence of all. BI solutions have moved from closed proprietary solutions and complex stacks to open analytic platforms where developers can extend and augment and ultimately create data-driven applications for every use case. The stack vendors who built a business on IT are now struggling, and vendors who have been able to tap into this shift are thriving. Qlik started this trend when it invented data discovery, and recently new entrants and other startups have followed in their path. These shifts to the edge of the organisation ultimately demand a flexible and agile platform approach, an approach that can address the needs of a modern data-driven company. we're starting to see these platforms emerge. Platforms that enable new possibilities to be realised. But how do we really see this opportunity? Simply put, traditional BI systems focus on traditional BI needs. They serve only the designated few, maybe just 25% of an organisation's potential BI users. Perfectly valid, but the simple fact is that more people today can gain value from BI and analytics and get the insights into the wealth of data they own. So the unique opportunity is to move beyond the little pool of business intelligence into an endless sea of data-driven possibilities. An environment where agile solutions can serve 50% of the organisation, or even better, utilising a modern BI analytics platform where 70, 80, 90 or even 100% of the organisation is serviced with the information they need through dashboards, custom applications on tablet and mobile devices, embedding analytics in the business systems they use daily. These use cases cannot be served by the traditional approach. Only the modern platforms can reach the edges of the organisations and empower innovation, enterprise and agility. But how do we take advantage of this opportunity? After all, it's far easier said than done. We believe that you need to drive an analytics vision into an organisation that connects people, data and ideas. All your people. To expand data-driven possibilities, you need to empower all your people throughout the organisation and beyond into your extended ecosystem, both as individuals and collaborators. All possibilities start with people. All of your data. To achieve data-driven possibilities, you need to have a foundation that allows you to drive the analysis of your data from any data source, on-premise or in the cloud, internal or external, without restriction or limitation to the design of your data model. After all, insights come from truly understanding the data from all angles. And all of your ideas. To explore all your data-driven possibilities, you simply need to bring forth all your ideas. By connecting your people, data and ideas through intuitive visual analytics, new possibilities can emerge. But what do you get from this? How do you know that you're doing it correctly? Let's look at each and define what it means to be truly data-driven. What characteristics should you exhibit to be a data-driven organisation? So with regards to all of your people, what does it look like to become a data-driven organisation? Reaching the unempowered 75%, those users that haven't had the privilege of BI and analytics before, and giving them the data they need to drive agile decision making. Well, that's going to be a pretty good place to start. When we talk about reaching the unempowered 75%, our friends at Gartner estimate that centrally managed traditional publish and subscribe BI tools haven't been able to reach beyond 25% of the employees in a typical enterprise. They say for further empowerment, analytics are needed that address business users' needs where they are. They go on and conclude that data-driven enterprises invest to put the right analytics and the right data into the hands of an increasing number of users. This goes beyond traditional data scientists and business analysts and ultimately out to all information and knowledge workers across the whole of the organisation. Agile decision making. 64% of business managers have seen the time allowed for decision making shrink in the last 12 months, with 42% citing that decisions need to be made in less than 24 hours. Data-driven enterprises differentiate themselves by driving agility into decision-making processes, increasing responsiveness to dynamic business conditions and competitive markets. At the point of decision, as more and more knowledge workers seek to leverage data in their day-to-day jobs, true data-driven enterprises invest to put analytics at the point of their decision-making. They do this by embedding analytics in the enterprise applications that they use, in intranets and extranets, the systems and the devices where people are having access to their data. In short, capturing more fleeting business moments when people want and need to make decisions. So that was people, but what about data? Again, to be truly data-driven, you need to treat your data as an asset. Data-driven businesses view data as an asset and inherently see value in it. By sharing and creating an ecosystem around the way data is used, more value can be derived from it. Just as finance manages money and HR is responsible for intellectual capital, increasingly data-driven organisations put into place processes, solutions and roles that help treat data as an asset. Beyond the enterprise, this is really about understanding and recognising that decision-making, the ability to drive innovation and drive business outcomes with data, should not solely be the domain of its own people. Data-driven businesses extend data and analysis beyond the edges of the enterprise and out to their ecosystem of partners, distributors, suppliers, customers and investors. They also provide a framework for users to access and analyse all their data irrespective of the source, whether it is internal or external, and they don't limit analysis to preconceived notions of how data should be structured. Because it's in combinations of seemingly disparate data being brought together that enables innovation in this digital era. And we should really embrace governance. It's a good thing. Governance is often seen as an inhibitor to innovation and agility for the business user. But without it, organisations face unnecessary risks. Data-driven organisations embrace governance and use it to empower the right users to leverage the right trusted data in their decision-making, whilst also protecting data as an asset. Governance shouldn't be about power, but more about empowerment, giving the right data, applications and analysis to the whole business community. Finally, by connecting your people and data, you drive new ideas. Data-driven enterprises allow a framework around analysis that encourages experimentation and allows people to fail fast. Most innovation that we see has come from previous failures. They allow consumers of data to ask any question, and ultimately, at its most advanced, they drive new data-driven business models and methodologies. Traditional BI, this publish and subscribe model that I talk about, does not encourage experimentation beyond a few data scientists and the owners of the BI infrastructure. Data-driven enterprises encourage a broad range of users to experiment with and explore their data, take acceptable risks. We shouldn't just tolerate failure, but we should allow people to fail fast and in doing so increase the problem-solving capability of the company. Ask any question and the next question. The majority of BI deployments are focused on asking what happened and work on the assumption that users know the questions to ask already. Data-driven enterprises don't restrict the questions they can ask. They allow the exploration of data to understand trends and how things are related to refine the questions they ask, moving from a what happened to a why it happened and what is likely to happen next. Data-driven business models. Enterprises recognise that it's not just about making decisions quicker, but about uncovering new opportunities for growth, defining new business models and new ways to reduce risk. According to Gartner, less than half of all big data projects focus on direct decision making, and instead these projects are geared to generate deeper business insights and optimise, automate or even design new processes to support sales and marketing growth, improve operational or financial performance, compliance management, product and service management, and direct and indirect data monetization. These insights help data-driven businesses define new business models that put data at the heart of their operations. So why is all of this relevant to the platform that we sell, Qlik? Well, simply put, we believe that only Qlik can make all of these data-driven possibilities possible. Here at Ometis, we enable organisations to adopt the characteristics of and become a data-driven enterprise more easily, more quickly, and at a lower cost than any other BI or analytics provider on the market. We can do this because of the three core differentiators that sit within the Qlik platform. These are the three things that make Qlik unique in today's market. Firstly, and put simply, Qlik brings a completely different perspective to the BI market. First with Qlik View, then with Qlik Sense, and today through a unique and innovative platform approach, giving everyone the ability to answer not just what happened, but why and what is likely to happen. The unique associative model is the foundation of the offering, and it's what allows users to probe all of the associations that exist in their data across all the different data sources so they can see the whole story that lives within their data. Secondly, and again put simply, Qlik is a platform to meet all your visual analytical needs. Much more than just a tool, it is underpinned by the Qlik Analytics platform. The Qlik solution supports a full spectrum of business intelligence and analytics use cases, from centrally deployed guided analytics to self-service data discovery, moving on to reporting and embedding analytics in enterprise and web applications. Finally, Qlik provides agility for the business user with trust and scale for IT. This is critical as we provide agility for the business user from upstream data sourcing and preparation through to visualization and advanced analytics, and on to downstream collaboration and reporting, but importantly, all within a governed framework that drives enterprise scalability and trust for IT. Only Qlik can deliver these three things. IT-centric platform vendors lack the visualization capabilities and therefore the agility, so they lose the trust of the business user. And the pure play data visualizations vendors ignore governance and scalability and therefore the developer community. The core of the platform, and quite frankly its secret sauce, is the Qlik engine. Qlik is an in-memory associative data model that enables users to probe all the possible associations that exist within their data across all of their data sources. This means the user is not limited by predefined hierarchies or preconceived notions of how data should be related, but can finally understand and explore how it truly is related. What does this really mean? Instead of a hierarchical query-based approach, Qlik enables you to pull all that data from multiple sources into the engine, and it does the job of automatically finding and managing all the possible relationships in the data. That includes finding things that are not related. Most tools force you to preconceive the type of analysis and questions that will be asked of the data, so that you can prep and integrate the data into a single hierarchical data set, or even a single table. That's incredibly limiting, keeping people from truly exploring their data. And the data left behind might actually be the data that tells the most interesting story, leaving you all in the dark. It also means speed. At Ometis, we're used to working with large data sets. Some of our customers have data sets that exceed over 100 million rows. In this example, we see how seeing the whole story drives a different outcome than only seeing part of the story. By not knowing only some procedures performed by some surgeons with certain prosthetics are responsible for driving up cost, you may inadvertently reduce and decide to cut the number of operations to stay on budget. Whereas the right course of action is actually to improve effectiveness of only some of the procedures. In this example, we see how seeing the whole of the story drives a different outcome to only seeing part of the story. On the left-hand side, we have our drill down through preconceived hierarchies that somebody has built for us. So we miss out on seeing all of the data available to us as we drill deeper into the data. On the right-hand side, we can see all of the associations being brought together through the Qlik engine. And we can see that how certain surgeons working on certain operations using certain prosthetics are over budget. We can focus our efforts on streamlining those particular operations where we're over budget. The Qlik platform is what enables Ometis to deliver all these different use cases into an organisation. Self-service data visualization supports the decentralized deployment of analytics and enables self-service exploration of data for individuals and groups. Applying governance in a self-service environment is becoming increasingly important. Guided analytics, often referred to as governed data discovery by Gartner, is about the centralized deployment of business intelligence and analytics via pre-built dashboards and reports, going out to multiple knowledge workers across the business, which align to a particular business process or workflow. For instance, marketing performance dashboards or sales performance, governance, risk. Embedded analytics refers to embedding of analytics and dashboards, visualizations into an internal or external facing website, intranet or extranet, often for a specific audience or aligned to a specific business process the enterprise application supports. Custom analytic applications are those built, by example, for a web developer to support a specific business process or use case. Think, for example, having a travel or expense management application sitting on your tablet device or mobile phone. The final use case is reporting and collaboration. This supports the centralized creation of and automated distribution of pixel-perfect reports sitting in PowerPoint, Word, Excel, HTML, and being sent across the enterprise and beyond. This is all supported by imprinting as part of the Qlik platform offering. Qlik Sense Enterprise and the underlying platform supports all of these use cases. Customers just looking for an embedded or custom use cases can leverage the Qlik Analytics platform package. For new customers, we are leading with Qlik Sense Enterprise, and we'd love to talk to you more about it. I wanted to touch a little bit on governance. Many people think of governance as the opposite of self-service, that no one will have the freedom that they really need. They think that governance is something that IT require to stop visualization chaos. But governance doesn't have to mean that. With Qlik, governance can mean empowerment. By offering reusable content, a flexible rules engine, and a robust set of management tools, Qlik Sense offers the best of both worlds. Agility for the business user with trust and scale for IT. As IT has the ability to manage the access to the data, the business user gets the freedom they need to analyze trustworthy data. We do this through our governed self-service capabilities, providing different self-service capabilities to different user groups. Flexible role-based rules engine allow you to assign different privileges to different users. The ability to publish standard applications, variables and charts that users can use as is or build upon, no copies, and updates are instantly distributed. There's a centralized repository to easily share and reuse content. Only Qlik is able to span this paradigm, with data visualization tools lacking governance and stat-based technologies offering rich governance but at a cost, both money and agility. As a result of this expanded vision, Qlik has broadened the portfolio from a single product to multiple products, and ultimately a platform strategy shown here, which not only includes the products but also the rest of the ecosystem. If we look at this diagram, it shows the Qlik's associative engine underpinning everything above it, being able to pull data from different sources and build those associations in for reporting in Mprinting, QlikView and QlikSense. QlikSense, the next generation visual analytics platform for self-service visualization. Also guided analytics and dashboards, custom and embedded analytics and reporting. QlikSense Desktop, a free Windows application that lets individuals create, explore and share analytics from multiple data sources with ease. There's a cloud offering too, online, allowing sharing, exploration and creation of QlikSense applications in the cloud. Above that we have Mprinting, market-leading report generation and distribution application for both QlikView and QlikSense. You have access to the Qlik data market as part of the value-added services, a subscription-based offering allowing access to a large variety of public and syndicated data sources directly within the Qlik products. QlikView there, the proven market-leading data discovery platform for guided analytic applications and dashboards. The Qlik Analytics platform, our developer environment comprised of our associative data indexing engine, APIs and toolkits, allowing developers to easily and flexibly extend and embed the powerful visual analytics capabilities of QlikSense into custom applications and different use cases. If we look at this diagram, we can see the Qlik's associative engine underpinning every product that Qlik provides. It allows you to load data from disparate sources into Qlik, from databases, spreadsheets, websites, and custom sources to data from different vendors and suppliers. Qlik offers a wide variety of connectors that allow customers to quickly integrate with multiple data sources and gain extensive insight into what was once divergent data. In addition to the product offerings, there's also a further ecosystem that you can leverage when you invest in Qlik. And some of that is the Qlik services, covering consulting, education and support. There's also things like Qlik Branch. This is an open source community for developers to accelerate innovation by sharing custom solutions that take advantage of the capabilities and extensibility of the Qlik APIs in the platform. The Qlik community. This is an active group of over 100,000 participants that serves as a marketplace for sharing ideas, data and knowledge. And Qlik Market. This is an online exchange for partners like ourselves to showcase our technologies and solutions, including applications, connectors and extensions to help you, our customers, get the most out of the Qlik platform. So I've told you all about how good the Qlik platform is, but it's not just me saying this to you. Qlik continues to be recognised by analysts and respected third parties. Gartner have rated Qlik in their Business Intelligence Magic Quadrant as a leader for 6 years in a row. And today, Qlik is one of only 3 leaders delivering modern BI platforms. Bark ranks Qlik as a BI trendsetter, recognising the extended platform capabilities within QlikSense and rating Qlik top in customer satisfaction. Ventana rates Qlik as hot, citing Qlik as one of the fastest growing vendors in the BI market, seeing substantial adoption of its analytics and discovery-based technology. Forrester also rates Qlik as a leader in delivering agile BI platforms. Forbes rates Qlik as high-growth, innovative company, and the list goes on. But let me finish off by saying we have a unique opportunity driven by shifting forces in the market to move beyond the BI pond and uncover an endless sea of data-driven possibilities that extend BI and analytics to every part of our organisation. We can achieve this by connecting people, data and ideas. And of course, only Qlik can help you become truly data-driven, because the approach that we take to the market is unique. Our associative model lets you see the whole story that lives within your data, not just part of it. And the platform approach can address all use cases. And of course, only Qlik delivers the governance that meets the needs of IT while still empowering business users with the agility that they need. So take a look at the slide here, and if you want to understand more about the whole story, click on the link. The best thing that you can do is pick up the phone and speak to one of our sales representatives at Ometis and find out if a proof of concept can help you on your journey to understanding data better in your organisation. Thanks for listening.